I'd been against 3 or 4 things every day for 15 years. I wanted to figure out what I was in favor of.
Dr. Patrick Moore, ex-hardcore anti-establishment Greenpeace crusader, is once again making waves.
There's no room for any kind of intellectual discussion in the environmental movement anymore.
Now, the environmental movement he helped create is one of his biggest adversaries.
I think that Greenpeace in particular and the environmental movement in general have really gone off on a wrong track.
He's covering the globe with a new campaign and a new message that has some people, once again, shaking their heads.
Hi, I'm Red Sharon. You're about to meet a man who you may remember. His ideas and his actions carried him from this small harbor on the northwest coast of Vancouver Island to the top of one of the most powerful environmental movements in the world. That is, until one day he walked away from it all. Why did he leave? What is he doing now? You're about to find out.
So this is going to be very interesting. We're going to take this one, okay?
Patrick Moore is about to stick his head into the lion's mouth.
We've certainly got all the actors in one room here. So you sent the media release out?
Yeah, it's out.
The Lion is one of the largest gatherings of environmentalists and journalists to ever take place.
That's how you reach the numbers, is through getting interviews and getting the attention of journalists who are here, who may think it's interesting that a Greenpeace co-founder now supports nuclear energy.
You'd think he'd be comfortable here at the United Nations Conference for Climate Control. But Dr. Moore is here to deliver a message it's safe to say that is anything but politically correct.
Okay, so just look at the images that Canada uses. See any geothermal there? See any nuclear there? It's all safe images.
His message? The Kyoto Accord, created to reduce greenhouse gases and global warming, isn't working. And nuclear energy isn't a problem. It could be a big part of the solution.
Just because a technology can be used for evil doesn't mean you ban it.
But some people want to shoot the messenger.
I disagree with many of your points. No one can fault you for being timid to come to this venue.
And I think you should drop that from your evidence.
Oh, you're just being completely ridiculous.
So why is Patrick Moore now so reviled, hated even by many environmentalists? It comes down to history and the creation of a little movement that became known as Greenpeace. Patrick Moore is on his way back to where it all began, to Winter Harbor on the northwest coast of Vancouver Island and his childhood home. We're here to meet him.
How you doing?
Hey, Reg, good to see you.
Good to see you. You made it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, why don't you drive? So you lived up here till you were 14, was that the deal?
Yeah, this is really where my heart is.
These days, he travels around the world, over 200 days a year on the road. And this is where he gets to slow down, even for just a little while. If you want to recharge your batteries, this is the place to do it. The world, it seems, has stopped in Winter Harbor. The fishing boats seldom tie up here anymore. The full-time population is down to 6.
Your family has quite a history in this area.
Yeah, my granddad, who came to British Columbia to the coast around the turn of the century, 1900, and he cut all this forest here.
Yet, surprisingly perhaps, this is also where Moore acquired his deep affinity for the environment in which he lived, playing on log booms, picnicking in clear cuts.
I grew up where people make their living from the resources of the land.
That was your first boat? Or?
Lessons taught to him by his late father, seen here on the right in this CBC documentary from 1985.
Well, a little different than when you started in at 14 around here, Pat, now, with these kind of machines.
Sure is.
Despite his family history, Moore chose another career path.
I soon realized that I was more interested in biology, plant physiology, genetics.
This passion for science set him on a course that has journeyed rough waters and lost many friendships along the way. Moore found himself in the middle of the radical 60s, an ecology PhD student at the University of British Columbia. It was a time of protest and a new awareness about the environment.
Over 140 people objected to this application originally. And
he saw a chance to act and took it.
This is the letter I wrote to the Don't Make a Wave Committee in March 1971, saying I was interested in sailing on the Greenpeace boat to Amchitka.
And Moore was eager to jump on board, literally. He found a group of like-minded people preparing to take on the United States and military nuclear testing off the coast of Alaska.